Since the latest update, we are officially in the final stages of Season 1 of Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra. Now, the update introduced some buffs and some new animations, but the main headliner was of course a brand spanking new character, and that is God of Destruction Toppo. Now I've gotta say, even since before he hit the game and was just announced, I've seen a lot of people trashing this. And while I don't want to discredit anyone's opinion, you do you know what I mean? I just need to say that as a bald man with facial hair, Toppo's glorious mustache and bald head make me feel seen, you know? And after solely playing Toppo for the past couple of days, I can tell you that he is exactly what I've been wanting, and that's why I present to you all How to Toppo in Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra. Now, I'm sure absolutely everyone, every single person in the world takes one look at Toppo and runs down this exact checklist in their head. Body jacked, pants ripped, mustache thick, head bald, bottom text. Which immediately, of course, leads to the conclusion that this guy must be a tank. Well, you know, if you're thinking that, you would be wrong! As a god of destruction, you should have known that Toppo is damage all the way, baby! All of his skills apply a mark of destruction on the enemy, which increases the damage and allows Toppo to close in on them easier, chase them harder, and finish them faster. This allows Toppo to be super aggro and just shred most characters incredibly fast. When it comes to his skills, first and foremost, there's the Destructive Flash, which makes Toppo shoot energy blasts from his fingers. The cooldown is short and sweet, so don't be afraid to finger blast in your enemy's face. But Jurn, I hear you saying, it doesn't do a lot of damage immediately, I don't know what to do. Alright, take it easy, Goku mains. You can use this skill to engage, chase, and secure kills, making it very flexible in its use. Then you can of course follow up with his second skill, Demolition Tornado. This ability makes Toppo let it rip like a roided up Beyblade to deal a bunch of damage to any enemy who's stupid enough to get caught up in the vortex. The more marks on the enemy, the bigger the damage. And the more level in this skill, the bigger the range. And this bad boy gets huge. This spinning top is incredible in team fights, and especially in the early laning phase of the game when everybody is all scared and grouped up together. Have no fear when you're playing Toppo, because with justice and destruction on your side, your jacked body can take any punishment and dish out even more. If things are getting a little too spicy for the pepper though, it's time to bust out the third skill. Sphere of Destruction Tempered. Toppo flexes his bulging muscles and bald head so hard that he gains health and gets increased energy defense. If the enemy even dares to attack him during this stance, then Toppo will retaliate with some energy damage himself, resulting in a surprising turnaround, clutch saves, and maybe even a cheeky kill every now and then. Big energy blast or beam characters are absolutely screwed against Toppo. For example, Cooler. I'm gonna kick your butt. First form Frieza, you're toast. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, my entire life is different than it would have been otherwise. Wait, what was I talking about again? You get the point. You counter them, you let them hit you, you do damage. And last, but obviously not least, is Toppo's super attack. Massive Sphere of Destruction. With this skill, Toppo brings down a huge energy ball that explodes in a big area of effect. Kinda similar to like the Spirit Bomb, Big Bang Attack, Supernova. Actually, let's be real here, guys. Like 90% of the characters in this game have a big AoE move as their super attack, so yeah, this is just like that, but does more damage depending on how many marks of destruction, you got on the enemy, so I guess that's at least kind of unique. As unoriginal as it is, though, this super attack does allow Toppo to completely delete enemies, and not just heroes, but bosses too. Considering Toppo is built like a boss, it makes sense that Toppo is an extremely lethal boss killer, being able to take them all by himself even at lower levels. So all in all, if you like playing aggressive, getting in people's faces, and making the Dragon Ball look like a marble when you pick it up because of your huge ass hands, then it's time to quit horsing around with these golden-haired one-trick ponies, transforming frauds, and ranged cowards. And it's time to choose the way of the bald head, thick mustache, and jacked body. The way of God of Destruction, Toppo.